stand together. We'll have prayer and then we'll do the Pledge of Allegiance. Father, again, thank you so much for a beautiful, gorgeous day that you've given to us. Thank you for your goodness to us. I ask now, Lord God, as we go about the business of the city, that you give us wisdom, insight, understanding, discernment, that we might make the best decisions. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I want to welcome each and every one of you, calling to order our City of Stanton regular meeting at Stanton City Hall, October 9, 2025 at 6 o'clock. First order of business will be to approve our September 11th, 2025 regular meeting minutes. Do I have a motion for that?
I'll make a motion.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? And the next item is to approve our September 30, 2025 special meeting minutes. Have a motion for that?
Motion. Second.
And a second? Okay. All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried. Our next item is public comments, and kind of the way, just a little instructions on those. You step up here to the podium, I guess we could call it that, and state your name, your address, and then your topic, and then you have 3 to 5 minutes to do that. So, in terms of public comments, does anyone have any public comments? Okay.
Hello, I'm Adam Brown. My address currently is 1968 Black Creek Road, Clay City. But I'd been out, was that all you need? Name and address?
The topic.
Okay, topic. Just normal questions from the community that have been given to me on like road conditions, stormwater problems, so I guess those are the topics. So
Okay.
one question I'd heard, you all don't have to answer, I know it's comment only, but there was some concerns brought to my attention that in the event of a fire and the fire trucks use the water at the hydrants or there's a main water break, that their bills look a little higher, so they were curious if they were getting charged for that water usage somehow.
No. No. No, sir.
And then some concerns with all the ditches in the airport subdivision area, all in that hole, even behind the airport. We're wondering when they would get cleaned out or addressed as far as to get those draining.
Well, the answer to that is, again, so far, under my administration, basically if somebody calls and they want their ditch cleaned, then we've kind of put that in, made a list of that, and the city council has budgeted so much money for that. And so that's how we've been doing it right now. I know we've done several over in the airport area. On Hale Street has been done, Airwood has been done, you know, not the whole thing, but some of the ditches there. In terms of the culverts, we really haven't got to those yet, but our hope is, again, with the possibility of some grants and maybe some money even from the city council from our own budget, we can begin to address those. I have just given an individual, I think it's 7 or 8 requests, and they're supposed to get back to me with an estimate of that, and then we'll follow through on that.
Somebody had mentioned when they do their running and exercising that there's still a piece of sidewalk that's not been repaired in front of UPS.
Yes, that will be tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yes.
All right.
Well, it'll be positioned to. I mean, they're going to get it ready. I don't know if they got up there today to get it ready or not.
It still looks, got the 4 cones sitting around it.
Okay, okay. So they didn't get there. They'll get there tomorrow, and I don't know if they'll pour tomorrow.
Is that the same company that's doing it over here
On
behind
Halls
Lane?
Lane. Yeah, yep, they're the same one. And also in their city park, they're doing several.
Okay.
Yep, so
And
that's
then-
on the list.
Thank you.
Mhm.
The last one is some concerns with Homestead Drive and Alley Lane. I'm wondering about resurfacing there. There's a pretty big chug hole.
Yeah. Jason lives there, so
Yeah, I live there.
I'll let him address
the
it.
deal, and I've been in talks with our county judge and county attorney and our magistrate there, Brian McKinney, and that is going to be on the agenda. I think they meet next Tuesday.
Yeah.
fiscal court meeting. So that's gonna be something that's on the agenda next Tuesday, I know. And I think what the path forward is that the county intends to annex roads for upkeep in the future. We had done a, what we call a resolution or ordinance or
Yeah,
a
We
resolution.
pledged some money
Yeah.
towards it.
Yeah, we pledged
X number of dollars.
X number of dollars towards that for the initial help, and to get that done. And, so hopefully we're gonna hear some stuff, hear some good news on Tuesday. So, yeah,
That's all I
things,
got.
things in
Huh?
I
motion.
appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you. All right, anyone else? Public comments? Okay,
I'll make it really quick.
all right.
Just want to come introduce myself. My name is David Johnson. I am one of the people who will be running for state representative next year. Just want to come and say hello. I am from
Address?
Madison.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Address?
1521 East Urban Street, Richmond, Kentucky.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm from Madison County.
All right.
I'm trying not to turn this into a political speech. I just want to come out and say hello to everybody and sort of introduce myself. I think it's what I owe to the community, if you will.
Mhm.
I'm a teacher over in Clark County. I teach special education, and I'm a diabetic advocate in the state of Kentucky with the Insulin for All group. This will be the first time in 6 years that this seat will be contested in a general election. So all of our voters in the county, the city, regardless of party, will be able to vote and have a decision on this seat. So I'm just happy to be here tonight. Just want to come and say hello and let you know that I'm here.
Okay.
I'm listening, all right?
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, anyone else? Okay. We'll go to the mayor's report. I'm going to bring you up to date on several, I think, exciting things that are happening in the city of Stanton. The one is ongoing, it's just started here recently, is our sewer project. I'll kind of update you. We had a meeting here this afternoon. Right now, the contractors installed wet well at Pearl Street Lift Station and wet well and valve vault at Airport Lift Station. They are currently, where am I at here? Right behind us here, between Maple Street and Church Street. They're putting in new sewer line there. They're working on that. The biggie, which is going to be a real test for us a little bit, is they're going to move next week material and equipment to the Kroger area. That's going to be real fun because they're going to, we're working with the state on traffic control because that is manholes they're going to be putting in on kind of starting at Washington Street all the way down to, who does the hair cutting there?
Dave.
Yeah, in Dotson, in that area there. And then they're going to put a whole new line through there. And so it is going to be real testy for about, once they get the equipment in next week and get all the material there, the next week they start. And I tried to kind of get them to give us a kind of a ballpark, time frame. It's going to be somewhere between 2 and 4 weeks. So but they'll have people there for traffic control and moving people around. They'll try to maybe make it easier at night as they kind of open that up for people going into Kroger and, to the high school and back into town and those kinds of things. So that's going to be the biggie. And then once they are done with that, then they move over to Van Village, and that completes the project for sewer. And Van Village will get a refurbished lift station. So hopefully by Thanksgiving or maybe a little further into December, that will be this project will be done. But it's very, very important for us for our inflow and infiltration when it comes to sewer. And so that's
Mayor?
yeah.
Excuse me. Can I speak? Just ask a question.
Yes, quickly.
I don't know. On the week, will they be working on the weekends?
No. So that's why it kind of eases it up just a little bit. The next is the Paint Creek project, and again, we are getting ready to for those who are not aware of it, just Paint Creek is which way, which direction is it?
Behind you.
Behind me, okay. Gotta go that way. We're putting in a 200,000 gallon new water tank way up in the mountain there. Also a water pump station right there at Moores Creek, plus lines that will line obviously through from there down to that particular area. The only thing that we're kind of working on that is our attorney here will do a study of the deeds and easements and make sure everything is correct. It's called a clear site certificate, and once he signs off on that, I think we'll be able to move ahead with that. So I think you're going to do that next Monday, am I correct?
If I can get out of family court,
Okay.
Judge Lacy lets me out, then I'm right on it.
I'll be there to help if you need something. We need that done.
Yeah.
Of course. Talk to the fire department about the fire hydrants. It looks like they're all set to begin work here on weekends mostly. I went over and shared with them some of the things I'd shared before. So we have 54 fire hydrants that are all going to be looked at. They're going to be GPS, they're going to be tested, there's going to be some flushing, and then they're all going to be painted. From the bottom down, not the top. That's not our responsibility. That'll be the fire department, because there's different colors for kind of where the stage of that particular fire hydrant is. So we'll do that below that. So they're going to start on that hopefully here within a week or so, and we have set aside some money for that. How many of you played pickleball yet? I guess I'm the only one. I've been doing it about every night. The pickleball courts are up and running. There's been great response to it. People seem to be enjoying it. And the great thing is to watch, even high schoolers as well as those who are a little older, much younger than myself. They seem to be enjoying it. So it's, I think, been a great thing for us to get for our community. And I know last Monday, all the courts were full. I mean, it was just crazy, There's little tweaking things we got to do, but more beyond that, I think it's been a great investment for us. Some of the sidewalk repairs, I was going to get to that part of my report. The Halls Lane is being repaired right now, big sections of that. City Park is being repaired. We got one right over here at the EMS that they've framed up, and then we got the one up at UPS. So by Monday, everything should be done, with regard to that. We have some areas that are being that need to be resurfaced, and so that is under contract. So don't know whether he's going to get to it this month, but get to it before obviously they shut down the blacktop there at Hinkle. The maintenance building behind us, if you haven't looked at that, the concrete is done, the plumbing is set, and hopefully, you never know when they tell you when the building's going to be here, but they are projecting the steel building to be here and to be put up starting on October the 22nd. And after that's done, then obviously we'll start some construction and with regard to other things. The Marshall Street, we had a meeting on that this week. That's going well. They're coming from west to east. 3 big sections have already been done. They've had great weather for that. Even after the rain, they're still out there working on that. The timeline, the road, this is the notes that were sent to me after our meeting. Road extension will be open in November based on schedule. And so they are moving fairly quick on that. They'll be getting the drainage put in here probably next week. And then they just keep building that street all the way back to where the depot is, right on Main Street.
Mayor, once that's opened, is Lisa Lane gonna go ahead and shut down? Or
Yes.
are you gonna have 2 lanes?
Yes. Lisa Lane will be closed.
As
At
soon
the
as that one's
airport.
done?
As soon as that's done, as soon as we open that, it's on.
Okay.
And we talked about working obviously with 911, working with the school system, getting the signage and all those kinds of things. So I think it's going to be a great addition for us. We're also putting a sidewalk, you know, the city is, that's part of our responsibility. We're paying for that, and they'll make that as part of it. And then I just got something that's been kind of just sitting there, that there's been a reviving of the Elkin Street sidewalk. Everybody looks, it kind of gone away, hadn't it? Well, it's back up. What they're doing now, they had to get an easement from Whitaker Bank, and they're putting in an offer to them. So if that goes through, hopefully here by if not the end of the year, maybe the first of the year, they'll be able to put that out to bid and everything. So as you can see, a lot of exciting things that are kind of taking place here at Stanton. All right, next is our baseball lease agreement. We do this pretty much on an annual basis. This is the agreement between ourselves and the Powell County School Board. They lease the baseball field there right by the pickleball courts and the pavilions, and it will run it's a 5-month period from February 1st, 2026 until June 30, 2026. So do you have any questions about that, or can I have a motion to approve that?
Did anything change from last year?
Nothing changed, no. Just the same. Well, I mean, we send it to them and they may make some changes, but in terms of, you know, what our agreement says, it's the same as it was, except for the date, obviously.
I make the motion.
Second.
Got a motion and a second, all right, all in favor? All right, any opposed? All right, motion carried. Okay, we have consensual annexation coming into the city from Stanton Elementary and the Prep Academy. We'll start with the Stanton Elementary.
We're both on the same.
Yeah, it's
They're
on the
both on
same
the same
ordinance.
Huh?
It's on the same ordinance.
Oh, same ordinance, okay. Okay, we're going to approve the first reading, correct?
Yes.
First reading of the ordinance to annex 776 West College Avenue into city limits, that's Stanton Elementary. And the first reading of the ordinance to annex 1131 Stanton Road into the city limits, and that's Prep Academy.
And we may want to also, and you can ask Dawn, but we may want to refer to them as the parcel IDs for that, because there's a new road put into the Prep Academy, so that address will probably change.
Okay.
So in our motion, we might want to include the parcel number. What do you think?
I think it'd be good either way, but
Okay.
more precise is always better
Okay.
than less precise.
Do we not
Okay.
have an ordinance to look at?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get it? Here you go.
I may have.
It was sent to you.
Gosh, yeah.
There you go.
Again, both of them have talked with Ann.
Yeah,
and
they provided
they've,
letters stating that they were
They,
wanting to come in.
they would like to come into the city. So that'll move us just a little further down toward the cemetery, is that correct? In that area?
Yeah, we don't have the library's consensual annexation in, so it doesn't include the library,
Okay.
but just the Prep Academy, their property.
About the health department.
I don't have that one here, but that's next on my list, is
Okay.
those two.
Yeah, there's other things that are gonna go out there. I think the library is being considered.
Library,
Is that
well,
correct?
library's
They
on
had some-
hold.
Yeah, they had some hiccups in their funding on
Oh, yeah, they did.
the building. They own that property.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
I think the health department found out today, they're gonna come.
Okay. And the health department is also considered. It's gonna be a very crowded place out there. But here's the good news, next June 2026 through June 2028, they're gonna widen that road. So that's gonna be real fun, all the way down to the Hatton Creek Bridge.
They're gonna have to, yeah.
So that won't be done until June, it won't be done,
Huh?
it won't be started until June.
June 2026 through June 2028.
So they will be starting school there
The annexation will be done
January.
before then.
without the road.
Without the extra line.
I'm glad I don't live that.
Yeah. Do I have a motion to approve the first reading of the ordinance for both of those that were just mentioned a few minutes ago, the Stanton Elementary and Prep Academy? All right, second?
Second.
All right, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Parcel IDs are on the
Yeah.
ordinance.
Yeah. I'll get the two easy ones. Our next item is our surplus equipment bids. We have two items, a 1994 International dump truck and a 1999 Case backhoe.
What we're doing first, Mayor.
I don't know, you guys just put them together there.
This is the dump truck.
Mine's right there.
Dump truck.
We'll do the dump truck first.
Dump truck.
Yeah, I got it here. You got the backhoe? Right?
Backhoe, two backhoes.
Okay, two bids on the, what else?
That's the dump truck.
The dump truck. Charles Faulkner at $1,200. And then S&E Underground Scott Smith at $6,000. So do I have a motion to accept, there's only two.
Yeah.
Do I have a motion to,
So,
no,
if I may, so, I don't know, do we know what an estimate those are valued at?
as is.
As is?
Yeah, everything was as is.
These are all the bids that we got?
It was two. What do you got there, five?
These are backhoes.
5 or 6?
I'll make a motion on the.
Okay, so make a motion to sell the 1994 International dump truck to S&E Underground Scott Smith for $6,000.
I'll make that motion.
Okay, second.
Second.
All in favor?
There's just 4 of them.
Four?
Backhoes.
You had two, not we had.
Okay, you got 4 bids. Charles Faulkner at $7,800. Shannon Smith? Yeah, Shannon Smith at $6,502. And then Riley Triggs at $4,111. And then Richard Bishop at $15,001.
What's the stuff on the employee?
I don't think it matters when you go through.
Yeah, I don't think it matters.
Yeah, it doesn't
Yeah,
matter,
I'm just
yeah.
doing my due
With him being an
diligence.
employee, is that have any bearing when you do it? through
Oh,
the
yeah. It's-
Process?
Yeah, I don't think it would affect anything.
Okay, so for the 1999 Case backhoe, the bid by Richard Bishop for $15,001. Do I have a motion on that? Do I have a second on that?
I'll second.
Okay, all in favor? Any opposed? Okay. Next one is our Board of Adjustments, new member. I'll ask Ann if she'll just say a few things about Stacy Coffee.
Yeah, so I had talked to the Board of Adjustment members, the mayor recused himself on this one, and we asked their opinion. They've had to deal with him in the past with different dimensional variances for some of the properties he's built new over on Bright Street. He's been pretty proactive in the community recently, and they were all in favor of him.
Do you think that'll have any effect on him building or anything? Does he
It-
understand that he's not gonna be like
Yeah,
able to
there
vote on
was
his
a
own?
vast conversation that if there was any decisions that would directly affect him, he would have to recuse himself on anything that was a direct correlation to
Right.
him and his business with that.
Gotcha.
Right.
Are you appointing?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I'm sort of recusing myself.
Well, you're the only person that can appoint him.
Yes. Well, I'm talking about when we had
On
discussion.
the opinion, like the
Yeah.
board
Gotcha.
Yeah,
got
the
to
board,
put their opinion first.
Yeah, I have
without
to
any
bring it to you
influence.
based on what they
Yeah.
are recommending.
They
Okay.
were only told that he was wanting to, and they wanted, the mayor got their opinion first
Gotcha.
before he decided anything.
Yeah, Stacy's definitely a good hardworking, intelligent individual, so.
Yeah.
Just a question on the length of the term. I know that Ann and I have been
Yeah.
struggling with the
Yes.
terms and, you know, is this an unexpired term? Is this a full 4-year term? What is this person?
We're
I mean, going forward, I think we're gonna have to do the same thing as the Parks and Rec board did, because it's not being followed per the bylaws for planning and zoning and board of zoning adjustments. But the way that it's supposed to read is 4 years, but whatever your guidance is on that, I'm not sure how we need to do that.
Yeah, we just haven't got there yet on that.
Yeah, yeah.
He's taking Lynn Smith.
Yeah, Lynn Smith.
Is there a term
So she hadn't done it
expiration on
for
that?
Well,
And she's been there, she's been on the board for over
3 or 4
8 years,
years.
but she was never like reappointed the way she should have
Oh,
been.
Is there a staggered, are there staggered terms
It's
with
not,
that?
but it
There's
needs to
nothing.
be.
Okay.
really nothing, I mean, to be
So-
honest,
So we're starting over.
it's just, we're just like we did with the Parks and
We
Rec.
just fixed the part.
We just fixed that one, we're gonna
That's
fix.
next on the agenda.
Yeah.
Is the,
Another question, would the Board of Zoning Adjustments have a quorum without this person being appointed?
well, there's totally, usually 5 members, so yeah, there's 4 currently, so they have quorum as long as they have more than 3, 3 of them.
And how long would it take you to get the information to myself and the mayor?
Or you want me to go back to when zoning started, 1992?
Is this the Board of Zoning Adjustments or the Planning Commission?
It's both.
But
He's
this-
being
thi-
appointed to Board of Adjustments.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
asking.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Board of
The only thing that causes, Mayor, the only thing that causes me trepidation is if we know that we're in the process of reorganizing, and if we're really uncertain about how long this term's going to be, it seems that it would be appropriate to, you know, have staff and, myself and Ann work on this to get something to you all so that you could vote and everything's fine, and that's why I ask about the quorum. If it doesn't affect the operations of the Board of Zoning Adjustments, then, you know, we can sync everybody up and try to get it right.
Similar to the format of Parks and Rec?
Exactly
I
like
like
that,
that.
yeah, when we got into this, Mayor and I asked Ann to do all these boards, and we found out that all of them are kind of messed up, and so.
And I've made it to 2008, so, but zoning, that's when Parks and Rec got started, and so I've done it all from 2008 to all the boards to now. But for zoning, it was one of the first, big things that got started in Stanton.
Well, it
So
creates
was in
stability like we
1992.
were looking for in Parks and Rec.
Yeah, and so, you know, and I have legal concerns about terms of office that are never ending, and so
Right.
before we add it and make it a little more difficult, if you could maybe give us a little more time.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, and then I think we can knock it out and get it organized for you.
So maybe before the first of the year, we can get it done.
Oh, we can get it done, I mean, we move pretty quick on Parks and
Yeah,
Rec,
yeah.
and so, you know, we could do a
We need
quick
to have a special
turnaround.
meeting.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think we need to do the
So
same.
she just needs to go back a little further, is that right, Ann?
Yeah,
Yeah.
get
Yeah,
me-
would it help, you
Yeah.
think I need to go back to 1992?
is that when Board of Zoning Adjustments was?
That's when zoning come into effect in Stanton.
Yeah, and see
Yeah.
if we can piece it together, and we may have to look at their minutes as well to see
You
if
know, at
it's
the end of the month, then
more
reappoint.
descriptive than the city's minutes.
Just like we did.
But, you know, I guess the other option, if we had to act, we could do a 1-year appointment on it, but I'm not really sensing any state of urgency here. You know, if you could give us just a little bit of time, then, we could probably clean it up, but it's a pleasure. It's your policy on how you
I mean, we
want to do
could,
it.
I'm agreeable.
if we could get it done, and then we could have a special meeting toward the end of October, then I think that would be sufficient, correct? Everybody good with that?
Or even getting.
Okay, so we'll just hold off on this, and Ann, and then, let's get it organized the
I'll
way,
get Dawn
the way we've
information
done
and we'll
Parks and
work
Rec,
together on getting that ready
and
for
get
you
that
guys.
done, and then we'll move
That sounds
forward.
good.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you.
Next, Mark, you had something with speed limit on West Railroad.
Yeah, and first I want to say thank you for getting that signage up. It's got the, children at play, and it's got the 35 speed limit sign, which is what I'm concerned about. It needs to really be 25. I think it's just an oversight. And another thing is that came to my attention through our attorney, that we need to do an ordinance on that to make it legal. And I'm not sure if we have a prior ordinance that we can,
think so.
you don't think we do?
Yeah, we haven't been able to find anything
Okay.
at all.
Probably a very simple,
Well,
very
you
simple.
probably,
Yeah, it'd be easy. I mean, what I've been doing to keep the cost down is, Ann's been drafting up a lot of them and then just send it to me to look at, and that tries to save you all money on the attorney budget, but.
I don't know if we can do it in the form of a couple special meetings, if, I don't know,
Well, it looks like we're gonna have some special meetings anyway.
so we can add,
With the
we
Board
need
of
2 readings,
Adjustment.
correct?
I believe so.
Yeah, so
And I'm even willing to type
So-
that up and.
Billy wants to
Shoot it over.
co-sponsor that ordinance with me on this, and
And
it's
that's for
not,
the, all of Railroad Street or just?
just what we own.
West Railroad.
We're from Halls.
We're from Halls,
Hawes Lane to Holman.
Yeah.
yes.
Do we own home in the Maple? 'Cause I think
No.
that we don't.
We own,
We own-
yes, yes,
Yeah.
Holman.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
thought
think
you
the
meant,
same speed
we're
limit
right
needs to
through.
be.
Yeah, we
throughout
own
the
Holman.
entirety of that.
Goes to that
Yeah.
subdivision, yeah.
we don't own railroad.
Yes,
Right,
we do.
that's-
That's a city street. We looked it up today.
They told me to do that.
Yep,
Remember,
we
they
looked,
wouldn't let us put the,
no,
I
no,
thought that was
that's,
state.
there's no way
well,
I
I know
would've,
we paved it.
yeah, it's a city
Well, if
street.
it's, yeah, that's,
Well,
I'd say go all the way from Main
well, if it's a
Street.
city street, absolutely,
Yeah.
make it the whole
Yeah,
Yeah,
thing.
because when we done it the first time, they had to give us permission to put
Yeah,
that
I
bridge
thought it was
in.
a state.
And
No, we
the
looked it up.
first, remember the first sidewalk we put in, walkways to school, but.
We'll need to confirm that first, but
We
if
did,
that's the
we
case,
confirmed
yeah.
it today.
Oh, we've confirmed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would make,
Yeah, we looked it up because the state has all the
So we're
streets
talking-
listed.
A 25-mile zone from North Main Street. all the
Washington
way off
Street.
The entirety of Railroad
oh,
Street.
North Main Street.
That's
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
where it
that's the whole
starts,
thing,
Yeah, the
yeah.
entirety of Railroad Street,
all the way down to
Holman,
Holman.
and through Holman.
and then Holman to Maple. That entire,
I don't
Yeah,
know.
Holman.
Does railroad from Washington Street up need to be reduced from 35 to 25? Or is 35 sufficient for that wide open down through there?
I don't know,
Well,
it's-
Well, that's where.
I don't know
we've
if
got-
they're going any faster with the new blacktop or not.
Yep.
They are?
Probably.
Okay.
I would
Well,
imagine.
they're not slowing down for the bridge.
it's a
Well,
narrow,
that's
it's a
how you do-
narrow.
Yeah, they're not.
I mean,
Narrow, but
You
I
know,
don't
doing
think
that.
there's any harm in
It's a
making
narrow
it.
in the sidewalk, though. You could easily run off that sidewalk and get.
Yeah, it's pretty narrow and,
Very narrow.
yeah, it kind of bunches together there, so.
So
Make
will
the
we
whole
need,
thing.
Doug will need a ordinance on this?
I'll work on that. I understand
Okay.
what's needed, and I'll get it sent to
But they
maybe
can't,
Ann,
that's
get it
not,
sent to.
that's
Do
not.
do we need a motion just to
striped,
get it started?
Striped road, so it
No,
can't be
I
state.
think it would be sufficient, the instruction that you give at this point, staff can work on it and work with council members and we can get an ordinance back to you.
We don't have any other
That's-
streets that are
Well,
25.
that's-
in
that's
it.
what I
Yeah, we
was
do
gonna
over,
say.
somewhere on airport, I think there's one over there, am I right?
Yeah.
Richard, there's one over there, that's the only one we know of.
That was my next question, is there any other locations in the city that need that address? Because we might as well just, we're gonna do ordinances,
Sure.
let's get them done, and
My neighborhood needs to be 25.
Pearl Street?
Is
No,
that,
Riverview.
I'm guessing.
Oh, Riverview?
I'm guessing.
I mean, there's kids.
we don't have any posted signage.
We
in
got
any of the
nothing
neighborhoods,
there.
I don't
It
know.
may be 25.
Does KRS default it to 35?
I don't know the history, I tried to find out today, but we couldn't find out anything.
I was gonna say, I looked it up today, I don't know how factual it was, but I done a quick research on it, and it was saying that unless you all change it, that it is, state
35,
refers it to 35, but
Okay.
that was
I
a
was
quick
thinking
research.
that 35 is the
It's
default.
15 in
That's-
parking
that's-
lots and 35 where
Okay.
it's not
that's
posted.
default.
I think so. I have not looked it up, but that's.
So you're gonna
Okay.
you're gonna do some work on it?
Yeah,
Alright.
but I'll work with Ann. We
Yeah,
need to
why don't
maybe
you do
see
that?
if we know, do we know if we've changed any at all?
I can research it for you, I don't know that at the current time, I hadn't
Ron,
looked
just
at it
like,
today.
is there a way that you can easily go back and look at?
Airport?
The road into Pine Creek is
I don't remember us
posted
doing any, and
25.
Teresa makes,
That's
she's
true.
been here longer than me, she don't remember any, but I can go back through the
You're right.
ordinances and
Yeah.
look.
So we do have another one, Pine Creek, when you go into that's posted 25.
Yeah, that's a,
That's our street.
that's our street until
Yeah.
you get to the convert, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. I
I'll
thought-
also do some research,
Alright.
because we'll come up with a list of potential streets and maybe do a blanket ordinance if that's allowable.
Is
I'll look into
Is that allowed?
Even
Yeah,
though
look into
you can do a blanket, or you can do
Set,
individual.
yeah, set the speed limit.
Even Homestead. Of course, nobody's doing that through there anyways right now, so
No,
I don't think they would, but
It's good.
I don't know.
It's good systematic
Well, it's
structure.
so
They just-
short.
Yeah,
and
it-
Short,
it's
after-
short,
yeah.
They haven't
They
been
don't
caught,
pick up much speed, I don't
Easy,
think.
get up, yeah.
unless you're going downhill. Yeah, or something, okay.
Mayor, since we're on the speed, the signs that we got, are we gonna be able to put them up on your road and the end? College Avenue, the solar powered speed limit? I know he said
Kim,
they can't change the speed limit, but
on Main Street,
No,
No,
call.
it's
Yeah.
on College, we have to go through the state.
we already started that, or?
No, we haven't started because, I didn't know exactly where you wanted them.
Well, that's what they gotta tell us, I think, where we can.
Yeah, we have to fill out the paperwork for the state.
Yeah.
Is that where we want them?
I think we put one on his end and one on
Yeah.
coming in there by the,
They'll have to decide
Nursing
where to
home.
go, because you have to have
Nursing
buffer
home
zones, you have to reduce from the 55 down to 45, 35, and give people
Okay.
an opportunity.
I'll contact them.
cause we already got those signs.
Yep, yes, we do.
They'll have to figure out where to place them.
Okay. All right, I'll talk to District 10. The next is a review of the September year-to-date budget. You should have received that. Anyone, any comment? We should be right at 25%, income and expenses. Our total income is right at, dead on 25%. Our expenses were just a tad above that at 29%.
That all becomes to the point where we bought Willie's out of general fund.
We're gonna
Yeah.
have to amend our budget.
Yeah, we
We gotta
did.
admit, cause it's at 385% in the general.
Yeah, that did make a big jump.
Miscellaneous.
Well, do you want to put that topic on a special meeting, or make the adjustments
We can do that at the next.
at the next?
Meeting.
We're okay to go over there?
I would think, yeah, we just amend the miscellaneous.
Until June, but I think it's a good idea to get it amended as soon as.
Yeah.
We got until June,
Yeah.
to have them in.
But, yeah, it's
Do
nice.
it
It's
while
good
they
for
get back.
reporting to go.
We've
ahead.
done several and,
The auditors suggest twice a year.
yeah. So we can do one this, for this,
Do
wait
it
till
November.
one next week.
We do it November.
Have a motion to accept the September year-to-date budgets 2025.
I'll make a motion.
All right, second. All in favor?
Uh,
Any opposed? All right, motion. Okay, we will need to go into closed session for a potential litigation according to KRS 61, 815. Do I have a motion to go into closed session?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Second.
All in favor? Any opposed? All right, motion carried.
We wanna-
closed session?
I'll make the motion.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Do we have to have a motion to go back into open session?
No, you just came out.
All right,
Yeah, you're good.
no action taken. Okay, we always have a second opportunity for public comments. Anyone like to say anything else? Okay.
I'll go again.
Okay.
Just get to practice.
All right.
I like information. So the tourism interlocal agreement, that was something y'all went to closed session for?
Correct.
And the land acquisition and personnel was something you went to closed session for?
No, just the X, see the X there.
So are you doing that topic after public comment, or is that,
What's that?
it says personnel and land acquisition?
That's just boxes to check, no one checks.
Yes,
It's on, yeah.
All right, so I didn't miss it.
That's just, that's a standard template.
I got you.
Okay.
I had a couple questions, so feel free to answer, but if not, if you need my information and you need to compile an email and send it to me later, that's fine too. But, the updates that's being done with the sewer, you keep talking about lift pumps and,
Lift stations,
so there's no actual like relining or replacing old,
Yeah, some of that's being done,
Okay.
yes.
cause I know every time it rains or something in airport, the lines
Yeah.
overflow and they fill up the sewer with rainwater instead of.
Airport,
Okay.
of course, they haven't connected the new lift station over there yet, so that should help that eventually. But until we get those,
So it reduce a lot of strain off of the sewer plant?
yes, this is where the stormwater goes to. Until we get those ditches and probably those culverts opened up, it might help a little when they get done with the new street and they close off Lisa Lane. I'll be able to direct some of that water that way,
Okay.
possible. No promises.
So I think I've come to a meeting before, and y'all might have said something, but I think it's been a while, and I don't know if you mentioned it in recently, but concerns over a sidewalk towards Van Village. You know,
Well, that's a
We-
state road.
Yeah, we have
but
had,
it's in city limits, all right?
it's in the city limits, yes, and we've had quite a few discussions about that. When the state puts together kind of a plan of what they're gonna do, whether it be a new road or resurfacing or a sidewalk, within the city, they always put it into kind of a 6-year plan. And so, the key to that, and I've been up to District 10, I've talked with, the leader up there, who kind of leads that, I can't think of his name right now. But it is not in any plan right now. So it would be something that the city would have to probably kind of put together, and we would probably have to be a part. Most of the time when you do a sidewalk, which is like the Elkins, it's an 80-20, grant that you can get through
Who
that.
pays the 20?
We pay the 20,
Okay.
and 80 is, I don't remember which grant, agency it is. But the state would have to be, they have to sign off on everything,
Yeah.
and it's a long process.
So years ago, all that was supposed to be widened, and everything that was like in the 20-year plan, and it's not been 20 years, but it's been by the wayside since then. It's,
Okay.
We're all in support of a sidewalk.
Yes,
up there.
yeah, we would
Love-
love to have
that
one now.
But
I mean,
it'd be a major.
when I was first elected, that's the first thing I kept hearing from people, was
Yeah.
sidewalks.
Well, I think the most concerning part is frustrating when you're in a city limits, but then when you have a city limits concern, and then it ends up being a state problem or a
Right.
county problem,
Yes,
that gets really frustrating to deal with.
very.
Yeah, you can't do anything on the state road. You can't even put a second culvert in without state permission.
And
They're
we're
so
wanting to put
strict.
up we're wanting to put up
Yeah.
like solar powered speed limit signs,
And
and we can't do it
We
without.
can't do it without their
without their-
permission.
Yeah, so.
Yeah.
Makes
You're
it's,
right.
it's not just frustrating to you, it's frustrating to me as the mayor and us as the city council
And-
here.
So I saved this one for last because it's not really, you may not have any concerns, but I found it interesting. What's the new pump and water tower for on Paint Creek? Is
Well,
that
that one
gonna
there
serve
is,
more?
is an older
So
one,
you're replacing
and
one?
we're replacing it,
And
yeah.
the pump, is that a replacement or new?
That's new, it's down at the Morris Creek there.
And is it gonna serve extra people or just gonna be serving?
Well, there's growth over there, so obviously there'll be extra people. It's actually located in a subdivision.
Well, it's mainly gonna get water faster to the people.
Are you asking
on
it has
the hills.
capacity to serve more people?
I was just wondering, since it's a brand new pump and it's not replacing one, is it being installed to give water to more customers?
Well, there's growth over there, so there's been an addition of customers.
One of the
How many?
biggest problems in that area.
But it would be efficiency also.
When the water goes out, it
Yeah.
takes forever to get it back
Get water
to the
back
people on
there.
the hills.
Yeah.
And that's one of the big reasons why the pump was put in there, that we can pump.
Just, I'm curious, where does the city get its water? Is it from,
Beach Fork
and that's the same water that Powell's Valley?
Yes.
and,
So it's the
and the
same-
city of
Clay
Stanton.
City- and Clay
Or-
City.
Clay City of,
So-
Clay City,
I said Stanton.
yeah, Clay City,
You all are being very helpful, and I love it. So I got another one as part of that. So what pays for that new water pump?
That's
That's a grant.
we had a
A
grant.
grant?
Mhm.
how much was it?
Now, this is a part that doesn't apply to you, but I like the information you just gave me that leads me up to this. And all the water comes from the same place. You're getting a grant for a new water pump. We've been asking for 25 years for a water pump to be installed on Barker Branch Road, which is out in the county. But the excuse is, you can't afford to install the pump. And yes, there may only be one customer there at the
I
moment,
don't know where that is.
but
Where is that?
you know where Hollerwood is?
Oh,
Oh,
Oh, that's
Oh,
Powell's
yeah, yeah,
Valley.
okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, it's Powell's Valley, that's why I was,
Yeah.
all the water's coming from the
Yeah,
same
when you
place.
said Hollerwood, yeah, we know where that is.
But we've been asking 25 years for a water pump to be installed up there. The last fire hydrant's 1 mile from the driveway, and the excuse is not enough water pressure to get up the hill. They need an additional pump, they can't afford it.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you said there's grants out there available. but
There are.
We've asked the judge executives and we've asked other leaders in the community to help us out with that, but we get the same.
And we work.
But I like your all's information, I
Yeah,
appreciate it.
and we work through Bluegrass Ad
Yeah.
down in Lexington. They do all our grant writing for us. They have access to all kinds of information about the possibility of grants, and so that's who we work through. I don't know who the county works through. They work
Do
through.
you think there would be anybody that would volunteer to help streamline or get some progress on a water pump up there for the county? I know it's, but we're all in the same county, right? So we're all on the same
I would-
Now,
side.
have you been to the magistrates at their meeting?
I went to the judge executive.
I know, well,
But
so
that
I figured
is,
they kind of all
How-
work together, right?
is Powell's Valley is its own water, I mean, is that owned by the county, or who owns Powell's Valley?
How's that?
I mean,
And I didn't mean to sidetrack the meeting.
Yeah.
No, no.
It's
you're
not
right.
owned by the county.
it's not owned by the county.
It's-
so
it's its own separate entity.
Yeah,
separate
so
entity.
have you talked to Powell's Valley Water? They don't,
I was saying, everybody's got the same answer.
Have
It
you
costs too
been
much
to their
money, we
board
can't
meeting?
afford
I guess you've been to their
Powell's,
board
Powell's
meeting.
Valley,
No, I've never seen theirs advertised, so I'm not sure when they have a board
Do
meeting.
they have me?
Yeah, I know Steve Everman's on there. I do know he's on there.
cause how much should that water tower and all that cost
Or-
at the new Paint Creek one? What's the total?
I think it's somewhere between 2 and 3 million.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
it's one of the more.
It was leaking too, right?
Huh?
Our big thing was.
Yeah, we've got
leaking, it
two,
cost us money.
we've just got money for, repairing our Bowen tank, which has been leaking for a number of years, and also replacing this Pendleton Street. We're moving from 200,000 gallon to 300,000 gallon.
We're
That's it.
replacing that one and that one, because they're leaking, costing us money.
I mean, yeah, and usually, a lot of times we get help from our engineer. I don't know who their engineer is, but our engineer has helped us with some money also. Yeah,
Well,
grants.
I appreciate your all's time and your answers.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Anyone? Okay, have a motion for adjourn, oh no, anybody, you got anything to say?
No.
Tom? No? 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 Me? Anybody wanna go, play pickleball? No, I still got it. I can have a motion for adjournment?
Motion for adjournment.
Second?
Second.
All in favor? Any opposed? All right, thank y'all.
Is,
I know my.